What's up, Transformers fans? Mondo the Dad Bottomless Prime here, back with another Moonbase 84 transmission. Over the past few days, I've been trying to decide if I'm going to go in on the made-to-order Seeker pack or not, but while doing so, I started thinking of other made-to-orders Hasbro could offer. We know that they did say that they plan on doing more, so I just came up with a list of around 10, so I figured I'd share it with you guys and give you my thoughts on each of them. And we're going to start off with one that honestly I'm not sure how I would feel about, and that would be if they offered up a 3-pack of the cone heads for made to order. Doing the cone heads as a made to order would potentially cause people that couldn't get in on the made to order not be able to get them for, in the new Seeker mold if they never reissue them singly. So that's not good, and this is why I'm saying I'm not sure how I feel about that, because yeah, if you couldn't get in on the made to order window and they never reissue them, you'd be out of the cone heads in the new Seeker mold, which would obviously suck. But I do think that there's a positive side by offering the cone heads as a 3-pack made to order, and that would be you get all 3 cone heads in one shot, no waiting, sprinkling around, and most importantly, no potential for having 1 or 2 or all of them be exclusives. So a bunch of the fandom and collectors wouldn't be alienated because they couldn't get their hands on, any of the cone heads, or maybe missing one of the cone heads. So that's the positive. You get all 3 in a single shot and don't have to worry about and stress about trying to get them. Also, in an interview during SDCC, Hasbro came out and said that they have another Seeker made to order in mind. They didn't say it's going to be the next one, but they said they have other Seeker ideas to offer up and made to order. This could be it. This could be one of them, the cone heads, and it would kind of make sense. But again, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it if they were to do that. Another made to order that they could do would be another go at Unicron, and I'm not talking just like a reissue of the HasLab Unicron. I could see this as being a scaled down Unicron as opposed to, compared to the HasLab. And there's actually a precedence for doing this, because Hasbro did that with the Marvel Legends HasLab Sentinel. They went ahead and made a made-to-order X-Men 97 version of the Sentinel, which was, smaller than the HasLab, but still a pretty decent size. And by all accounts, people really enjoyed that. And I think I'd actually be down for a made-to-order Unicron that was smaller in scale, but still had some, height to it and some bulk. The first Unicron I missed out on. I didn't have that kind of money. That's, there's just way out of my pay grade at the time, definitely at the time. But a smaller down version so I can have an example of Unicron that's still big and menacing would be awesome. I think I'd be definitely down for it. And I think it's more, collector friendly if you scaled it down, because one of the major complaints about the HasLab Unicron, even though people, got it because it's a massive Unicron, in hand they started saying, well, this is too big and cumbersome and I don't know what to do with it. So a made to order would still be big, but maybe space wise it would definitely be a bit more manageable. And if they were to do a made to order Unicron, then it'd be a no-brainer for them to go back for the next made to order offering and do a made to order Primus. This guy has been on the rumor list for the next HasLab for like 4 years in a row at least. So if they went the made to order route for Unicron, it'd make perfect sense to do made to order Primus. And again, I'd strongly consider picking a made to order Primus up. Another character often on the HasLab rumor list is Transformers Animated Omega Supreme. This would be another, in my opinion, another perfect candidate for a made to order, because you would probably need a HasLab or a made to order for Omega, I would say, just because stores probably wouldn't stock him because of his size. Fan channel, you could do a fan channel, but yeah, made to order would be a perfect fit. And again, he is another character that I wouldn't mind picking up if they were to offer him, because I thought, I think the year Omega Prime was announced, I thought for sure the HasLab was going to be animated Omega, and I was super excited. And we all know how the debacle with Prime turned out, so maybe they should have went with Omega. Rounding out past rumored HasLabs, let's talk about Magnaboss. He actually made my list. I did a video of, the top HasLabs that I would like to see, and Magnaboss made my list. And obviously a big Beast Wars fan, and I think a made to order would be a great way to get Magnaboss out there. I'm not so sure. I know a lot of fans love Beast Wars and they love Magnaboss, but I'm not so sure at retail he would do so well. I don't know. I can only just guess, but yeah, and having a made to order over a HasLab would be a much better choice in my book. Actually, in a way, I think made to order is a better route than a HasLab. But yeah, that would be really cool if they were ever to do a Magnaboss made to order. Hasbro has mentioned a few times during their live streams that there is interest in for them doing a Sky Gary, and Takara, some of the Takara designers are very interested as well. So, made to order model, perfect way to get Sky Gary out there. After they mentioned it like the first time, fans were saying, they don't think it would happen because they don't know, again, how it would do at retail and stuff, and it probably, not fit the HasLab model per se. So made to order, perfect chance for Hasbro and Takara to get out a Sky Gary, and that would be really cool too. I'm loving that Hasbro had said during SDCC that they're going to start doing some more of the Japanese Transformers, because I really like those Japanese shows. The extension of G1 and the extension, the sequels to Beast Wars. So getting more characters from those lines, I would be really happy to see. To me, the made to order model is a great way to get combiner teams out there. And I'm not talking about like your Superions, your Devastators and things like that, but maybe not as popular. Like every combiner has fans, but maybe the more obscure ones or whatever, or things like the RID 2001 Rail Racer. The original Rail Racer set, it goes for a lot of money to get the three individual bots to make him. I know, because I was like, I want a Rail Racer, and I saw the prices and I was like, well, I can't afford a Rail Racer. So having a new updated made to order Rail Racer would be perfect. And you could do this without, maybe come out with the Seacon / or God Neptune, or a new God Neptune, or things like that in the made to order. And I think that would be really, really cool. I love the War and Fall of Cybertron video games. Not just the gameplay, all the designs of the bots and everything. Just really cool games. Wish they would do another one. But anyway, I would also really love a made to order Bruticus. And I think this would be a good route to get a made to order Bruticus for Fall of Cybertron, I should say, because we are just completing a Bruticus, so it wouldn't take up slots, and people that wanted to pass could easily pass. People like me who would love one of these could go ahead and get it. There's a third-party company just starting to do a Fall of Cybertron Bruticus, and they showed off Swindle, and the pre-orders of him went up for their Swindle, and as far as I can tell, it already sold out. So if I were Hasbro, I'd think really hard about making an official one, and a made to order would be a perfect way to get it out there. Those that know me had to have known that I was going to find a way to fit the Dinobots in here somewhere. Sticking with Fall of Cybertron, I would definitely pick up a made to order set of the Fall of Cybertron Dinobots. We've never even had the complete team officially from Hasbro. We got Grimlock back in the day, and that's it. And this would be a great opportunity to give us a complete set of the Fall of Cybertron Dinobots. Planet X has been reissuing theirs for years, and every time they seem to sell pretty well, especially the Vulcan, which is a Grimlock. Still trying to get my hands on one and keep coming up empty. And the only reason why I haven't gotten the other ones yet is because I didn't want to get them if I couldn't pick up the Grimlock. But I might go ahead and start picking them up here and there. So when the hopefully inevitable, another re-release of the Vulcan, aka Grimlock, comes out, I will be able to have a complete Fall of Cybertron set. But if Hasbro were to go ahead and offer this up as a made to order, I would get that. I've been wanting a new Thunderclash for so long. I always hope that they'll just, even a reissue of the original Thunderclash. I always hope they'll do that. It hasn't happened yet. But wow, would I love if they were to do a Thunderclash. I would take him in the main line, but if they're worried about if he'd sell, throw him up as a commander price point, made to order, and sold on my end, because I really love Thunderclash. Just his whole design. He's got the crazy 90s colors. Just a really, really cool bot, and it's a shame he's a GPS victim. So, of course, I don't want to risk ever picking an old one up just to have it fall apart in my hands. So, If they're never going to do a reissue of Thunderclash, then give us a brand spanking new one. And if you have to go made to order, I'm down for it. So that's what I came up with, when thinking about if I was going to pick up the Seeker made to orders of potential made to orders Hasbro could do, and that in most cases I would like to see them do. Almost all of these I'd either highly consider or just downright, go all in on. I mean, there's so many other things they could do for made to order. I probably haven't thought of 99.9% of the things that they could do, but these to me were ones that I wouldn't mind seeing and I would actually be excited for. Now, you probably have one that that came to mind immediately that didn't make my thoughts. So comment to let me know and tell me your thoughts, or let me know your thoughts on the whole made to order model. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think it's better than the HasLab model? And just let me know what you think and we'll discuss further. And until next time, thanks for docking.